Yeah.
If that's what you want. Okay. All right. So as I said, we're going to start this morning with a little bit of vigor because we're going to start with Pilates push-ups. So before we even start, just as always, find your Pilates posture. Abs drawn in, tailbone long, ribs pulled down, shoulders, raise them up, feel the tension, relax them back and down. Back of the neck is nice and long. Deep breath in, exhale, let it go. So I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to go to a wide stance, feet parallel, hands on your thighs, and we're going to do a little cat-cow here. So this cat, you can make the sounds if you want, and cow. 2 more times, cat and cow. And stay in that cow. And what we're going to do here is walk those feet parallel if they're not parallel already. Bring your arms out to the side. Hinge so that you have a nice, beautiful flat back position. Tailbone is extended, knees are bent, ribs are pulled in. And then roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Bring your arms back. Put your weight in your heels and your booty and lift straight up again. Inhale to go down and exhale to come up. Sorry. Inhale to go down, flat back, and exhale to come up. Inhale down and exhale up. You should start to feel work right back here in your glutes and your hamstrings. That's what we're warming up first this morning. And then we're going to add on a little balance challenge in the next couple of seconds. Last time like this, come on up. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Put your right toes on the ground behind you. Bend your left knee. That's important so that you can get that back flat and that tailbone lifted. Straighten your right leg. Can you lift that right toe off the ground? Come up, left leg only. We're going to stay on that left leg. Bent knee, right leg behind you. Hinge and lift. Leg forward if you want. Hinge and lift. And hinge and lift. 2 more times. Hinging and lifting. Hinging and lifting. Last time. Hinge, lift. Right foot down. Same thing, other side. Bend your right knee, hinge, left toes reach, come up on those tippy toes, and then left leg up, trying to find that flat back position. If you have the balance, bring the knee in front of you. If not, put it down, hinge it, flat back, and keep going. I guess if you're tall, you need extra space here, sorry. And reach, and come up. 2 more times, hinge and up. Last time, hinge and up and down. Okay, now we turn it into that Pilates push-up. So feet come a little bit closer. Find that bent knee position, both legs this time, arms out to the side. You are going to walk forward. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to adjust that camera in just a second. But for now, Pilates position. Just adjust me. Shoulders over your hands. Hands are fairly close together. Remember, on a Pilates push-up, it's not a wide angle, it's a backwards angle with your elbows. Pull your abs in, you're in a plank position, lower yourself, straighten up. We're gonna do 2 more like that. And then hinge, tailbone up. Walk the feet wide enough so that you can bend your knees a lot, flat back position, booty, arms out, lift the chest first, weight in your heels, weight in your booty, chest comes up. All right, we're gonna do a few of those, and then we'll add that single leg. Deep breath in, exhale, hinge, flat back position, walk it forward, find that plank. Feet come together, hands are close together, bend the elbows backwards, press up. 1 more time, press, hinge it up, walk the feet farther apart if you need to, bend the knees. Find that flat back position, chest lifts before anything else, and then press it up. Big deep breath in, exhale, flat back position, walk it forward, find your plank. Nice straight arms, or excuse me, nice straight body. 1 more time, and then hinge, bend those knees, find that flat back position, arms are out to the side, inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hinge it over. Walk it forward. Flat, long spine. Bend the elbows. 3 more. Head in line with your spine. I don't know if I was doing that. And then hinge. Walk it back. Did I skip one? I know you guys did it. Inhale, lift. And exhale, hinge. Last time like this, you can always just hold your plank. Just 2 push-ups this time. Hinge it, walk it back, bend those knees a whole bunch, and lift. Okay. Challenge. You are going to try that single leg now, okay? If that single leg doesn't work for you, we only have 2 more of these. You can just do a regular Pilates push-up. Otherwise, weight on that left knee, extend that right leg. I'm going to knock into a wall here, so I'm not going to extend it all the way. Come forward, walk into your push-up. Leg goes parallel to the ground. Bend and straighten. Kick it up. Extend it way up in the air. Walk it back. Bend that standing leg. Chest is open. And gently bring it up. And bend. That should have been challenging. Other leg. Weight on your right leg. Bend that knee. Extend that back leg. Again, I'm going to run into a wall, so I'm just going to go there. Bring your hands down. Walk it forward into your plank position. Straighten out that leg. Bend. Straighten. Stick it way in the air. Walk it back. Bend that knee a whole bunch. The standing leg. And bring it up. And down. Okay. So we are coming to a seated position. If you have your mat, take a moment and roll it up just a little bit, please. So you have something higher than you to sit on. So that should have worked some hamstring. Should have given you a little cardio. I'm out of breath. That's not easy to do. That's not hard to get to these days. So now, sitting up on something, walk your legs out in front of you. Like that, okay? Bend one knee. Hopefully your hips are a little higher. I'm gonna go sideways so I can keep my hips a little bit higher. You don't wanna be leaning back, you wanna be extended. I'm holding onto my right knee, left leg is out, and we lift it up. This is that quad work that we love so much. Point it and stretch it, and point it and stretch. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that down, sitting up nice and tall. We have another round. Point those toes, lift it up. Lift 1 inch, lift 1 inch, lift an inch, lift an inch, lift and lift and lift and bring it down. Flex through the heel. Lift that leg up and push. A little higher, a little higher, a little higher, a little higher, and a little higher, and bring it down. Point those toes again. Lift that leg up, bend it, stretch it, stretch it, stretch, 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 and stretch, and bring it down. Flex through that heel, lift it up, and press, 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 and press. Hopefully you guys felt that left quadricep. Give it a little love. We will stretch it out a little bit later. Switch it up. Left knee bends, right leg is straight, sitting up nice and tall. Lift that leg off the ground, point it and flex it, and point it and flex it. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. And bring it down, point those toes, sit up tall, lift an inch, 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 lift, lift, and lift. Bring it down, flex through that heel, lift it up and press, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and bring it down. Point it, lift it up, bend it, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, stretch, 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 bring it down, flex through that heel, lift it up, and press, 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 and press. Ooh, and give that quad some love. Okay. Having just done that and really woken up our quadriceps, I'm just doing a quick check here, guys. Sorry. I moved my mat and my table a little bit today, so need to make sure you guys are see me. Sorry, little adjustment here. There's my hand. Those of you who are tech savvy, I apologize for lack of tech savvy at this point. Okay. All right, so having just worked our quadriceps, now let's think about that as we do our single leg stretch this morning. So bend your knees, and let's just start with both knees hugged into your chest for a quick break. If anyone feels like they can't see me, just unmute yourself for a minute and let me know, please. All right, so hopefully we're good. Stack those legs tabletop. So again, shins are parallel to the ground, abs are drawn in, hands on your thighs, deep breath in. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders flat off the ground. Lift your left arm up, extend your right leg out, and I want you to remember what we just did. I want you to reach, 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 and then lower that leg no more than 45. Keep your left knee at that 45-degree angle. Reach to your right toes. Feel the quad again. Feel it working, and lift that left arm up over your head, flatten your abs. Right arm stretches down by your side. Really reach through those fingers. Bring those fingers together even. Holding here, you should feel these. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right knee in. Left leg straight up in the air. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Right arm reaches. Left toes reach. Hold here. Really activate those quads, reaching through those left toes. Right arm up overhead. Abs drawn in. Nice and flat. Take a quick break. All right, we're going to go into our regular single leg stretch with the breathing. Deep breath in. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground. Inhale to prepare. We're going to start left hand, right leg. Extend and reach. Feel that quad working. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, stretch and reach. Inhale, center. Exhale, stretch and reach. And again, continuing. Abs drawn in. Exhaling when you reach and inhaling when you switch legs. Hug those knees in, rock and roll side to side. Lift those legs tabletop, bring them forward, bend your elbows wide, lift yourself up, roll your shoulders out of your ears, and now reach through those fingers, extend your legs straight, bend and stretch. Stretch a little farther, really activate those quads, get those legs as straight as possible. Inhale, arms go up overhead, pull those ribs flat and down. Exhale to bend, double leg stretch. Inhale to stretch and reach. Exhale to bend. Inhale to reach. And exhale to bend. Inhale, reach. Challenge yourself to come higher this time. Not bring your knees into you, but keep the legs in tabletop and lift yourself higher. Good. And reach. And lift yourself higher and reach. Keep going. I'm watching you. A few more here. This is my favorite part of teaching class. I'm just sneezing. Well, maybe not. 2 more. Are you pondering those questions? What's an owl, a ferret, monkey, an otter? Last time, hold it here. Do me a favor, stretch the legs longer, not lower, but longer. Pull your abs in tighter, lift your ribs, pull your ribs in, lift your chest. Reach your arms farther over your head. Can you get your arms by your ears? Reach, hold, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug that ear. We're going to take a little stretch for those hip flexors. This should get those quads that we worked earlier. and just now. So legs are wide. Drop your right knee open, drop your left knee in. Feel that stretch along the quad and your hip flexor. Deep breath in. Exhale, switch it up. Right leg in, left leg drops open. Feel that stretch on the right side. Quadricep, hip flexor, maybe some low back here. And inhale, center. We're going to do that one more time. Left knee in. And back through center and right knee in. All right, both legs straight up in the air. We're going to do our scissors. Deep breath in. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Grab that right leg. Before we even start, think about the left leg. Get it straight. Use those quads. Get the right leg really straight. So try not to be too sloppy, but I know if you have tight hamstrings, this is not going to work. To have those legs straight, I'd rather you have them slightly bent. Bend your elbows. Lift yourself a little higher. Exhale, flex to the right heel and feel that stretch in the back of your right leg. Add on, flex through that left heel and then point both toes. Inhale, switch it up. Straighten your right leg, straighten your left leg. Use that quad, flex through your left heel, flex through your right, and then we'll pick up the pace. Point both toes, both feet. Exhale, flex. Inhale, exhale, flex. Good. Hold on to that right leg, roll your shoulders out of your ears, put that left leg on the ground. Use that right leg, slide your hand down as much as you need to lift yourself up. Hold there, lift that right leg a little higher. Walk your hands up that leg, and then roll back down again. Extend your left leg up, bend that right knee, put it on the ground. Bring yourself up, lower your hands if you need to get a little bit of, let's not call it momentum, a little help, assistance. Arms up that leg, sit tall, and then exhale and roll back down again. That's just a little preview for things to come. Both legs up. Bend your knees, hands behind your hamstrings. Option to rock side to side or do an easy roll up. Sit up nice and tall. Okay. Let's go to our roll downs while we're right here in this position. So we're sitting up nice and tall, back of the neck long, shoulders out of your ears. Exhale, give me a hinge back, and then tuck through the ribs and the hips. Make sure all 10 toes are still on the ground. Challenge, open your arms into a T, or stick up position, or a V, or an I up over your head, whichever is most challenging for you. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, give me a lift. Exhale to hinge back, some version with your arms, whichever you want to choose, and exhale to come up. Keep that going. Deep breath in at the top, exhale to hinge back, inhaling, pausing something with your arms, exhale, lowering, and inhale to lift. And exhale to hinge and tuck, and then again, something with your arms, and lift it back up again. And hinge, abs drawn in, and pull it in. Good. 2 more, and then you know we're going to hold it back and wait for that little shaker, quaking. Here we go. Hinge back. Tuck the ribs, tuck the abs, decide where you want to go. Arms into a T, or your stick-up position, arms into a V, or an I, holding here, all 10 toes on the ground, back of the neck is nice and long, holding for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Sit up tall, legs out, those glutes out from under you. 2 versions of spine stretch. The first one, flat back position, so arms are in front of you. Hinge and reach, 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 reach. Notice you're not tucking, that tailbone is long, and then bring your hands down wherever it is that they touch. It might not be your toes, but make sure you haven't rounded yet. We're still in extension in that spine, or at least neutral. And then as you're ready, go ahead and climb your way forward and let that head relax. Back of the neck gets a nice stretch. And then slide your hands backwards, pull your abs in, lift up through your spine, a vertebra at a time, sitting up nice and tall. Okay, all right, time for some planks. We have a fun version of planks today. Now, we already did a few planks with our Pilates push-ups. So first we're going to do is just find a nice extension before we even, sorry, we're not going into our planks quite yet. We're going to do a little bit of extension. So we're going to lie down, forehead just resting on your stacked hands and big toes together. So I'm lifting mine off the ground for just a second so you can see my heels are apart, then I'm going to bring them together, open and close, but you're going to do that on the floor. So heels come open and close, open and close. 2 more times, open, close, leave them there. You should feel your kneecaps lifted. You should feel your quads working. Head resting on those hands. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, and then reach your arms back to lift a little higher. Make sure your heels didn't come apart. Your quads are still lifted. Toes on the ground, but knees are up. Exhale, hands back underneath you. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, belly button pulls in. Inhale, reach your arms, stretch those fingers away. Get your shoulders out of your ears, heels together, and relax. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift, heels together. Stretch and reach, 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 reach. And exhale, bring it down. One more time, heels together, knees lifted, reach, stretch, lifting 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we'll press back in that resting position. Hips back on your heels, arms in front, down by your sides. If you have knee issues, just make that little fist. Give yourself a little more space. All right, so we're going to start in a forward plank. You're on your forearms. You guys know, we've talked about this before, when we're on our forearms, it's a more challenging plank than a straight arm plank for your abdominals. It shifts your center of gravity and makes gravity basically work rather than being on an incline. Pull your belly button in, lift up. A couple options here. You up your toes and hover your knees barely, or you can bend your knees and make sure that booty doesn't stick up, you stay forward. Or a regular plank, you can take your toes, tuck them under, and lift up into that straight-legged plank. Okay, so we are going to shift towards me by rotating to face the camera or your computer. Your top leg might be in front, or it might be stacked, or if you were on your thighs, you'll just be here, still on the sides of your thighs, even if that top knee is a little ahead. And then you're going to rotate back through center, find that flat plank, and then everybody rotates away from me. And then we come back through center, hold your forward plank, and we rotate towards me again. Make sure those hips don't dip, stay lifted, really reaching, reaching. And then one more time back through center, hands apart, by the way, feet together, and lift it up, opposite direction. And bring it down, and knees down. Press back, give your hips a little shake. While you do that, I'm going to demonstrate our next one. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to shift from a forward plank to a side plank. However, we are going to do it differently. So quick demo. You can certainly do this with me if you want, but here's the deal. I am going to keep my hips down. It's not going to be an elephant walk. I'm going to slowly take tiny steps, keeping my hips stacked, until I get to that place where I can go in a perpendicular position to where I started and do a side plank here. Then as soon as possible, I'm going to bring that elbow back down. I'm going to walk little teeny steps, trying to make tiny steps so that my hips don't wobble up and down, back to center. And then I'm going to walk away, other direction, and I'm going to run into the wall. So, sorry about that. We're going to try that. I'm going to assume you guys are ready. I'm going to shift to the other side so that I can work the other side. All right, find yourself in your regular plank position, tailbone under, abs drawn in. Start tiny steps, tiny steps. If you have a floor, you'll be able to eventually slide and then slide into your side plank. And then elbow down as quickly as you can. Try and get those hips in line, not big steps, little teeny steps. Walk back. You guys are going to keep going. I'm going to run into the wall. All the way over onto your side plank. And then back through center, and then take a break. You can rest back in your resting position, or you can simply windshield wiper your legs.
Can I show you my friend?
Pardon me?
See my friend?
I don't see you, Hal. I only have I don't have a gallery.
Oh, you must have.
Oh my goodness, what a beautiful kitty cat.
Isn't he beautiful?
Yes, absolutely.
He's my buddy.
He's helping you, I hope.
Yeah, he's getting in the way.
That's okay. Last week we had plenty of, I don't think we actually had any cats other than mine in the background for a moment. We had dogs, we had babies, and we had children, so yeah.
Cats not.
Okay, we are back over on our spines, and we are going to go into our toe touch exercise. Sorry, a little adjustment I need to make. Okay. All right, so toe touch exercise. We're going to start with our knees hugged into our chest. Back of the neck is nice and long. Little rock side to side. And then stack those legs tabletop position. I want you to pull your ribs down and bring your ribs close to your hips. So absolutely flat through those abs, no space under your low back. Head, neck, and shoulders are down, fingers to the sky. We'll start with that single leg toe touch, pointing and lifting. And as your thigh moves away from your body, nothing else moves, right? Everything else is perfect and solid. For a little more challenge, you can make it a heel tap. So you flex through the heel. For a little more challenge, you can squeeze both knees together and go to that toe tap, pointing those toes. Or more challenging, flex through those heels. Or you could go into our froggy position. So heels together, toes apart, and lower and lift, making sure those abs are pulled in nice and flat. So any version you like, that's fine at this point. Good. Take a moment, hug those knees in, and then we're all going to that froggy position. So heels together, toes apart. Grab the backs of your legs. Head, neck, and shoulders lift off the ground. Okay. Armpits towards me. I want you to put it on the ground, but notice I didn't put my shoulder down. Back arm is going to lift, and we are coming up and facing me. So a little twist. We are coming down. Back arm reaches out. Come up and over, opposite side. Down and around, down and around. If you want, you add the opposite leg kicking out, and then frog and kick, and frog and kick. I'm gonna knock a hole in our wall here. Keep that going. Froggy position when you come back to center, up and over. Now, if this is not working for you, I am perfectly happy you come up just as much as you can. Just get that twist in there. That's what's important. And you're going to do 2 more to each side. And then from that lying down position, we're going to extend both legs up in the air. I want you to grab hold of your hamstrings and roll yourself up, walk yourself up. Remember that single leg that we did earlier. You're going to walk yourself up, lifting, and then bending your knees tabletop. And then you're going to roll yourself down using your arms to help yourself. Bring yourself back up. Try to get your ribs right up against your thigh. One more time like that. assistance from your arms. Now, if that's not working, go ahead and put your feet on the ground. Use your arms. If you can only come halfway up, that's fine, just like that. If you can come all the way up, we're up and our legs are extended. And now we're going to try no arms, mom, no hands, mom, right? Legs stay where they are as you lift up again and then lower. Hug those knees in, quick break before we move on. Deep breath in, exhale, head, neck, and shoulders float off, big round, come up, extend that spine as best you can, extend those legs, curl those knees, roll down, inhale, reach your arms over your head. Exhale, hands by your side, not too much momentum. Inhale, extend, and exhale, bring it down. So we are going into our teaser. Now, you can stay with that version, or if you want to go to the full version, you come up, and then everything comes down as a unit, and then everything sweeps up as a unit. Everything down, everything up. Try 2 more of whichever version you're doing. And then we'll all bend our knees and relax. You're going to hug those knees in and roll back. And we're going to take that easy rock side to side with legs open. We're going to do a beautiful bridge now. We're going to start with your toes a little bit ahead of your knees for now. Tuck your hips under and then tip them up. So you're tucking and tipping and then finding neutral. And then from there, lift those hips. From there, I want you to walk your feet back so you're way up on your tippy toes, hands up in the air. Bring that right leg straight up in the air, and then bring it down and touch it to your left knee. And then bring your left heel down and both hips down. Both hips up, left heel up, heel down, hips down, and then we make it one fluid motion. Notice what's going on with your right leg. You want to stick it right up against that left knee. Keep going. Good. Right knee in, bring it down, both hips down. Tuck your hips under, tip them up, lift up onto those toes, left leg up, lower it, glue it to your right knee, lower your heel, lower your hips, lift your hips, lift your heel, lower your heel, lower your hips, and then start doing both at the same time, keeping that left knee glued to your right thigh, please. Good. Left knee in, bring it down, everything down, tuck and tip your hips once or twice. One more bridge version. Walk your left leg forward. So it's maybe your left heel is about where your right toes are. Lift your hips, lift your left toes. Extend your right leg straight, bring your arms up. You should feel, so again, that leg's not up in the air, it's against that left thigh. You should feel your left booty because your left toes are up in the air, you're on the back of your left heel. And then we open the right leg just a couple inches and tap in, open and close, open and close. You can get more aggressive with that open, but you're trying to keep that left knee from wobbling in and out. Good. Right leg all the way up, point those toes, lower your hips, lift, lift, poke a hole in the ceiling, find those quads again. 3, 2, 1, leg down, hips down. Slide the left back, slide the right leg forward, roll up on those right heels, lift your hips up, straighten out that left leg, glue it to the right leg, keep your hips nice and even, and then we open and close, open and close. You should feel hamstring and glutes. Good. Left leg way up in the air. Point those toes, lift those hips, get that leg nice and straight by using those quads, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and bring it down. Left leg extends out on the ground. Right knee into your chest. Hug your hands behind your hamstring. Let those Rock just a wee bit side to side, please. And then bring that left knee, excuse me, that right knee towards your left shoulder. Bring your hand around, give it a pull, and you should start to feel a nice stretch along the outside of that right hip and still on that left hamstring. Then extend the leg up, turn the toe in, and even think about pressing the outside of the foot towards the ceiling for a bonus stretch in your peroneals running on the outside of your calf. And then back through center, bend that knee in, get it nice and close, flex through the heel, and then lift just the heel to the sky, and then eventually the whole leg, point your toes. Use that leg to lift yourself about halfway up or a quarter of the way up. Flex through the heel and pull that leg closer. Keep those toes flexed down toward your face and feel that intense stretch hamstring and calf. And then point those toes to lift the back up again, and then one more time, flex. Bend that knee, stretch it beside the left one. Well, my right leg feels a couple inches longer and definitely flatter. Bring that left knee in, grab hold behind your hamstring, give it a nice tug. Let those hips rock side to side. Well, I hope you've been thinking of our trivia questions because we're going to answer them in just a moment. Deep breath in, bring that left knee towards your right shoulder. Grab hold, give it a tug. You should feel that stretch in the outside of your left hip and then into your hamstring. Extend that leg up, IT band stretch, turn the toe in, deeper IT, and then press that heel towards the sky and feel those peroneals outside of your shin. And then bring that knee in again, nice and close. Flex through the left heel, push the heel to the sky to keep the knee right up against you. And then as you're ready, extend that leg, point the toes to lift yourself up, flex through the heel to bring yourself down. Point to lift and exhale to flex. And then bring that leg down. Beautiful long legs here. As you are ready, bring your closest arm to me out to the side, roll up and over, all the way over onto your hands and knees, please. Join me in your cat-cow sounds if you're okay with that. Exhale, round into your kitty cat stretch, house cat.
Yeah.
Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat.
Yeah.
And inhale into your cow. Ooh, beautiful. All right, guys. I'm going to bring you all back up on the screen. You can unmute yourselves so that we can answer those questions. There is a place that you can raise your hand. I can't remember on your screen where that is.
It's the reactions.
Thank you. Is that Julia?
Yes. Well, you can thumbs up or hand.
I think you're going to be our tech person.
I use this for work, so.
I love it. Okay, so anyone know what a bunch of monkeys are?
A troop.
Who said that, Susan?
Yeah.
Well done. Hey, I'm assuming you guys did Pilates. Nobody went and looked it up, right? How about otters on land?
No idea.
Anyone?
No.
It was really tricky. So they are called a romp, or a family is a bevy.
Oh.
I don't know what they're called in water. Anybody want to guess what they're called in the water?
A raft.
Yeah. Did you know that, or did you?
No, I just guessed. I just guessed it.
Yeah, they are a raft. Let's see. Ferrets.
No idea.
This is kind of goofy. A business. All right, here's my favorite one. Owls. I'm going to give you hints on this one. So owls are supposed to be wise, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. So think of a word for a group of people. It's an old word. Who would
Council?
come together. Say that again.
Is it a council?
No,
No.
but getting closer.
A jury.
Say that again.
A jury.
No, but also pretty good. We're kind of in the government. I like that.
What's it start with?
I don't pretty much give it away, but
Oh,
all right.
okay.
It starts with a P.
Parliament.
Parliament, yes.
Isn't that fascinating?
What was it?
Parliament.
Parliament.
Okay. I'm going to read you guys something. You may have seen this already posted on Facebook. I just thought it was a really nice poem by Kitty O'Meara. And the people stayed home and read books and listened and rested and exercised and made art and played games and learned new ways of being and were still and listened more deeply. Some meditated, some prayed, some danced. Some met their shadows, and the people began to think differently. And the people healed, and in the absence of people living in ignorant, dangerous, mindless, and heartless ways, the earth began to heal. And when the danger passed and the people joined together again, they grieved their losses and made new choices and dreamed new images and created new ways to live and heal the earth fully as they had been healed.
Yay.
Yay! All right, thank you guys again. I am thinking of having a bar class tomorrow around 10, and then another Pilates class on the weekend on Saturday, probably 10 also. You guys can always chat in that box. There's a place again where you can hit chat and you can give me reactions, or you can email me. If you need my phone number to text me, email me or chat right here and I'll give you that info. Does anyone have any questions or comments?
This was super fun. Thanks for
Yeah, it's good.
You are welcome. Hal, what's the name of your cat?
Rafa.
Rasa?
Yeah, and the other one is Sammy. They're both named after tennis players.
Oh,
Ah,
I
they're
was gonna say
beautiful.
Rasa is an Ayurvedic word for, I don't remember what.